Hell yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to another,
So,
segment episode, of the Raging Associations show.
mm,
My name is Dukulo Pore, aka TK. I'm with my boy here, Black Sky. You know,
one only black.
yeah, thank you for tuning in again, listening to us, speak our minds, obviously trying to like delegate well what we say, and obviously try create a platform where we can all like
Mm.
openly engage, in the topics and the
Yeah.
dynamics that we
Yeah.
trying to uncover.
Yeah,
You know. Thank you for tuning in. Please also don't forget to comment. Let's communicate on what kind of platform, not platform, fuck, what am I saying? What kind of content you want to see.
Yeah.
Obviously we're going to bring more content. We're just trying to stay consistent
Yes.
as much as we can. You know what I mean? This is a cold day.
Very cold.
And yesterday we said fucking what's the date? What was the date yesterday? It wasn't the 7th. Yesterday was the 8th. Yeah. We were wrong. But anyway, today is the 9th. Yeah, today is the 9th. Cold front. It's a very cold day. Hence we're recording indoors. We're chilling, we out here. With another segment. My boy's gonna take it over. What you got for us, bro? Content wise. Yeah.
Now, today we're gonna keep it simple. I like to call this like our romantic Sundays, but I can't call it like that. I'm just gonna say the male-female relationship, especially on Sundays. I think we're gonna make this day special.
We're gonna call it Executive Sundays.
Oh,
They know.
yeah.
If you know, you know. It's Executive Sunday episode.
Exactly. So we're gonna call this executive Sundays. I was wrong yesterday, man. I was wrong. Probably I was on my mind. So yeah. Because this Sunday I'm feeling fantastic, man. Everything has been going so well. You know what I'm saying? So even throughout the cold, I was saying this to my mom. I was like, listen, it's cold, but I feel good. I don't even feel the cold. You know what I'm saying? I can feel this the wind, but I don't even feel the cold. I'm like, I know it's cold, mom, but I'm happy, okay? So I can't rely on the cold. So yeah, man, like I saw some other stuff. Like I was basically watching like television. So these women, we can talk on this and you can tell me what you think, right? So these women, they were sitting on a panel, they were discussing, an issue. So what they were talking about basically is that no, like men have more opportunities than female do. But I disagree because there were people there who were guys, and those guys were refuting that. They're saying, nah, the reason why most females have opportunities is because on this societal standard now, women have been put on a pedestal. And if you check in college, dog, if you check in university, most of the people who are getting PhDs, degrees, bachelors, all these credentials go to women. You know what I'm saying? All the workforces now, most workforces are filled with women, and most men here. That's why I'm calling this. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to say he said executive Sundays. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I feel like there's a so much anger when it comes to men because I see so much unemployment and stuff. But I understand that it's just not about that. But what I was saying was most women have opportunities and privilege is invisible to those that have it. So what do you think? You know what I'm saying? What do you think, like in terms of this? Do you think women have more privileges, or do you think that that's a fallacy? That's probably something that's propagated by other people.
Uh what I think is we're living in a different time now. We like equality is more tangible now.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of things that we can do as both genders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can create your own business. You can work basically in almost any field nowadays because you're seeing a lot of women doing things that men, did in the past. So I don't know. Some women still say there's no equality and everything, but I feel like realistically speaking, there's certain things that men can do that men are built to do, and then there's things that women are meant or built to do. That's how life works, and that's how it is. Yes, and there's a lot of examples I can make. I know there's women that will say, no, I can do that. But like, if we're gonna talk about like, reality and like stats and like reality basically,
even in sports, they separate.
yeah, like we built different, but together, obviously, if we're talking a different topic, together we make a great team. But if we're gonna be like, specific as to like what kind of things both genders should do, I think we can properly delegate them according to how we were, built.
Separate genders. Yeah, I agree with you totally, because like you said, men are built for certain things to do, and women are built for their own certain things to do, because women can do stuff that men cannot, and men can do stuff that women cannot do. So when I look at the issue, what's happening here, it's more like women, right? And that's why I'm saying that privilege is invisible to those that have it. You understand? It's more like, for example, a guy who's born in a wealthy family, like a white guy. Let me take a random colored kid who's born in a wealthy family. That guy does not realize his own privilege, but he's complaining about little things in life, like versus us who are trying so hard to go up to gain things. So women have so much opportunities, and women are getting all they're getting all, I don't want to say they're getting all the smoke. That's the wrong term. I was about to say that. Yeah. So women are getting all these positions, they're getting all these privileges, they're getting all these platforms, and now they still complain. Like you said, they still complain that they don't feel like there's still equality, because we have women's sports. We're playing soccer. There's soccer for women now. Playing wrestling. There's wrestling for women. We playing truck drivers is there. Even in construction workers, there's women there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, because they can't complain that they don't have equality. They have it more. Men, they do. And another thing, I'm sorry to take off. I wanted to tell you this so you can put on your opinion on this. Listen, bro. Like, should mind you, there's a app, man. It's a dating app. So most people who are there are guys, bro. And these guys, dude, since they dealt with stats, okay, the most unemployment, most suicide rates, mostly it's men. So this dating app, as they tested it, mostly it's like 90%, dog, 90%, 85 to 90% is only men. And we can only, guess who's okay. What's the reason for that? Because it's only men who are there.
Dating apps.
On the dating apps, yeah. Single. Those are dating apps. People who are single. It's like 90% of them, like, it's men. You know what I'm saying? So you check, like I said, with most women have opportunities. They can find a guy anytime. They can find a guy anytime. They're admired by everyone in the street. Because even when I look at 15-year-olds, you can tell. So, brah, isn't this like insane when you think about it? Like 90% of single niggas.
90% of single men are on dating apps.
Yeah,
I think
single.
I'm gonna answer this as honestly as possible, and obviously, I'm not gonna be too like harsh on myself in terms of what I say, judgmental,
Drop it on, yeah.
Bro, I feel like men should like look for validation within themselves before they like start looking for validation out there, because I think a lot of men, obviously, bro, they want a lot of sex, and they think, besides wanting a lot of sex, bro, like, sex obviously is nice and all that,
Exactly,
but it's not like what you like live off. You don't get validation from having sex with a lot of women.
Don't at all.
So a lot of niggas they actually go out there looking for women to smash, bro, because I don't think you'd go out there on a dating app to look for okay, maybe some people would like want to look for a long term.
I think that's the reason why the dating app has like 90% of these single niggas. Because when you think about it, those guys do not have access to sex. They're not only looking for that, because what I've heard is most women would leave a good guy to go to a random guy, maybe who has like financial stability. You understand? So these guys who are good men, they're not only looking for sex. I agree, they do look for sex and they deprive of sex. So now that's why I'm saying that most of them are single, because they're not getting any of these things that they need from women. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. As I was saying, what was I saying? I was saying,
Yeah.
men should not look for validation in women, bro. They should, or in like society, basically societal standards. They should look for validation within themselves, and that goes for everyone, every gender, not just men.
Okay.
Everyone. You should look for validations in yourself. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with going on platforms and trying to find a quick makeup or whatever. You know what I mean? If you wanna go on the app, go on the app, but make sure it's for the right reasons. It's for like, future family values that you're trying to build and instill in yourself.
Exactly.
Looking for the right person, but not just for, temporary, fun or anything.
And I agree with you. That was perfectly delivered. I agree with you. But then most people who are looking that for temporary fun is women, bro. Because I've seen this. There's like stats, bro. There are guys, but then it's mostly it's women, dog. There's a less percentage. Think about this, bro. Because they did like the research on this. Most women, like you can get like a college woman or woman who's 19 years old. She can get like a celebrity. If she's beautiful, she's pretty, her Instagram is fly, she can get a celebrity, and she could be on a boat. She could be on a nice apartment, nice mansion. But a guy versus a guy, which lady do you know a celeb? Yeah, a celeb woman that's gonna take a random guy, dog. You understand?
Unless you post your dick,
bro. Exactly. You know what? It might be a one night stand for that, bro. For real, that would be crazy, dog. But like I'm saying, dog, even on Instagram, dog, look at this, dog. This is crazy. I want you to hear this. So they did a comparison based on this research. So they took like the most flyest guy, the most handsome guy that they could find, right? And they took the most like beautiful girl that they could find. So the nice guy who's looking good had an Instagram, but his Instagram was not as popping as the girl. Understand? This guy is nice looking. It was not as popping as the girl. This girl is getting all these DMs from different people around the world. They want to take the guy is not getting that shit. Even an average girl is getting more DMs more than a guy who's pretty than her, dog. It's crazy shit out here. It's crazy here. Like I said, maybe if Vele, he has a dick pic right there. It could be something like that, but it's crazy though. But I sympathize with guys. Like I would take your thing and say that they should look for validation within themselves. You know what I'm saying? So that they can get those things.
Yeah. Like the world we're living in is crazy, bro. Like, not taking away anything from women, but women are like I'd say the most important thing, like people or like energies that we can engage with.
Exactly.
A strong man needs a strong woman. So, I guess that's the authentic side of it. Yeah, if you want something real, if you're a real nigga like us, you're a real man, you gotta pray for, you have to manifest.
You should lead your woman in the correct way.
You should lead your woman and manifest a great woman also that can manage and handle your energy as well as a great man. You know what I mean? So I think it's all about like how aligned your moral and discipline, your moral and ethics are. You have to be aligned, in order to be able to like also, fall in a path where you actually meet, a great, how can I say, counterpart. Not counterpart, is counterpart a great,
correct. As a leader, you need to have that
great woman partner.
That partner. Because for real though, a woman as well. Remember that you're the leader, right? And she's the follower. Not to say that we're putting a comparison based on the earth. It's not like that. But it's not patriarchy at all. But a woman follows the man's lead because, first of all, most women are programmed by society. I can see this. Even the oldest women that I can see, there's only a few wise women that are out there, to be honestly speaking. But then I respect women. I put value into women.
They say act like a woman, think like a man.
Think like a man. Exactly. That's perfect right there. Act like a woman. And most women that I see today have these masculine traits. You understand? They always want to dominate because I've had conversations with some of the beautiful women. But then if you have this... but if you have this energy about you that you're alpha and you're naturally in tune with your own instincts as a man, as a guy, they have this thing that, okay, it's a comparison because there's masculine traits in so many women. They want to be the head of the house because of That's the problem. A big one, bro. A big one.
In a lot of homes, you find, like young males living with like women, like aunts, sisters, and whatever, and it's a problem, for the men, because you obviously mature into dominant male, naturally, like evolve into a your highest energy as a male, the masculine traits, and then it opposes the woman who actually also wants to like be dominant as the eldest woman, and with masculine traits. But initially, the man is the initial masculine leader. In society, that's how it is. So I think a lot of people need to sit down and understand all of this, so that there can be less conflict and breakage in homes.
Exactly. I respect that, and it comes with our own responsibility. At the end of the day, we have to be the people that do the work to restore and show people the example of how to restore. If you have a relationship, you have to show like a positive relationship. Because even when you look at most programs, like movies, like those series, like you don't see like a positive relationship when it comes to black men and women. Because I'll tell you this, for example, when you look at Empire, you look at Lucius Lyon, like his relationship is not stable with who's her? Lucy, right? Is it Lucy? Yeah. Like, okay, if you watch it, dog, you're gonna see that most like black movies, the relationship is kind of unstable. Yeah. Exactly. You can relate. You know what I'm saying? Lucius is not good with Cookie, and then there's this other guy who's gay, Jamal. Jamal is gay. He's dating a white guy. Then you have Hakeem. Hakeem he cannot find like a stable woman. He's going to different kinds of women. Then you have these people, and you don't see any relationship that's positive and stable there. Because even the movies, they show that. Even Bill Cosby. Have you seen Bill Cosby? Back in the days, when you look at that program, have you seen how Bill Cosby was being pushed around? It's like he's not the head of the house because he was afraid. Oh my God, what is she gonna say? No, don't tell her that. He's the man of the house. Like where if I look into that guy, how can I find some positive aspiration and say, okay, he's a leader of the house? Like, how can I take his, his traits and be like, okay, I want to be like him? Because what they're showing me there is that I should listen to the woman. The woman should push me around. But then, like I said, bro, we should restore things like this. People should see things like this. Because I can even tell, even out here, I have a friend of mine, right? This guy has been having countless relationships, and every time he walks into a new relationship, he's optimistic. He's like, yeah, this is the one. And then at the end of the day, shit gets fucked up. I'm sorry to cuss. I don't know if you're gonna take that out. You see what I'm saying? So we gotta restore like the relationship game as well, because I can see even the young children, like 15, 16, I don't know, going down. I know they so much into telephones. They're so much into cell phones. For the correct word, cell phones. Yeah, that's just too ancient. Exactly, bro. You know what I mean? Like, bro, a 14-year-old get hooked up by some other guy out there, though. That's what I'm saying with this example of that dating app, that most niggas are single, and we gotta like put something to them and be like, yo, there's a reason for this, why it's happening. And even the suicide rates, like, I cannot like keep quiet about that. I don't like how I see this, especially it's men mostly who are committing suicide. So it is kind of bullshit, though. There has to be like a way of people to restore some sort of sanity, so that I think it has to do with opportunities as well. You feel me? If men have things to look forward to do, then I don't think these situations will be taking place in the first place. But I don't want to be going out of the orbit of the topic as well. But yeah, like, yo, bro, some reptilian shit that we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, you just said a whole lot of stuff that really need attention. If you're listening, hopefully you're taking notes, because men do need like there are a lot of men who need like emotional support, because men are not really emotional people, so we need emotional support, like whether it be physically from like therapists, or our friends, our opposite gender friends, our wives, girlfriends, out there, or platforms like ours, where we can sit down and dissect all these all these things that happen, like the suicide, dating apps, porn, all those things that men need to open up about and talk about why those kind of things like sort of like drag them down, Yeah, I'm also trying to like understand myself more. I'm also trying to understand what causes all these things that happen to men out there. Does not have to be necessarily myself. We've all been through things, so we can only like try and mirror in order to understand.
I support what you're saying. That's very good, bruh. As you're saying that we should get men to have like an emotional support, therapy, whatever. Cool, but in biology as well, like men have an ability to be susceptible to emotions. We can handle them. It's only a matter of discipline and be able to evolve into that. Because eventually you're gonna get it good. Because like biologically speaking, a man is not susceptible to his emotion. Females are emotional creatures. You know what I'm saying? As we men are logical, exactly. We logical.
It works pretty well.
Very well. Each
if you have the right partner.
Yes.
But even if you have the right partner, obviously it works pretty well. But also within, like, as an individual, you can like manifest, a well balanced energy within yourself. Like we should like promote activities like meditating, and people stop thinking that meditating is stupid. It's not. Meditating can be very therapeutic and uplifting in very massive ways.
Meditation is important.
And I know a lot of billionaires say that, like, well, not a lot. Some billionaires say if you want to make money, obviously you have to be like super fast, like everything must be speed. Meditation doesn't work or whatever. No way. Everything happens in the mind. So if you can control your mind, anything is possible. If you can control your mind, anything is possible. I say that right now. In the next 20 years, I will watch this video and everyone will watch this video. If you control your mind, anything is possible, because if you assess your life, and like check in retrospect everything you've achieved, what kind of mental state were you in,
that's dope. That's dope.
You have to like be able to control your mind, because that's the most powerful tool that you have ever been blessed with, because you can even escape reality and live in different dimensions. Like I've witnessed a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. I've lived in different. This is
another dimension as well, but we can go further as well.
Yeah, this is a different dimension also. There's a lot of dimensions, and a lot of people, if you tell them, they'll say that's when people start calling you crazy, when you start talking about like your mind. They say you crazy.
Exactly.
And not knowing that your mind is everything, bro. Your mind is what created all of this. Everything. So maybe a lot of delinquency and like people acting so or people being delusional is because they don't understand their mind. They are misled by their mind. They can't control like what they do. So obviously they'll see you trying to like align yourself.
They've been told what to do. That's why they don't believe in such things like this.
Yeah, like if you align with yourself and you try like understand and use the power of your mind, people will say you're crazy. Obviously,
it's crazy.
Because if you try to create, you'll be looked at as crazy.
Exactly.
But eventually, a lot of jewels, come from like alignment with your higher self.
Exactly. That's the beautiful thing about creation, as you spoke, bro. Creation, everything that we see, everything that we use was created. Whether it's your bed, whether it's your cup, whether it's your table, it's created. Even when a woman is having an intimacy with a man, that is a form of creation, because the outcome is the baby itself. So when you say that, people would say that you're crazy on these things. You are not crazy, because they have been told what to do, and they don't know anything beyond what they have been given or what they've been programmed with. You understand? So they don't understand. So once somebody says that you are crazy, they complimenting you, meaning that you now have broken out of the shell and you see another side of the, periphery that they don't see. So now most people, if you say stuff like this, because they need to meditate, they need to get in tune with their nature, they need to get in tune with their spirituality, they need to talk to their ancestors. Things like that they don't pay attention to. So it's important, as like you're saying, we need to meditate, you need to go further with your mind, you need to create your art. He's always creating his content as well. This is a form of art, like we spoke. I'm always writing every day. Like I said, I had a battle that's gonna come. I write, I do music. So creation is important. So I never look at myself as crazy when people, because I know that they don't understand this and they've been given things to believe. And those things that they believe they've been given to, they never explored things by themselves. And that's dangerous because now your mind begins to work against you. You understand? So meditation is important so that you don't use your mind against yourself. If you don't control your mind will control you. And you're going to recklessly walk around, you understand, believing everything. So it is important to have a firm grounding within your mind and question everything that is out there, because everything that is out there is not genuine. Everything you should question. You know, even social media, the children that look at social media, everyone that looks at social media. Here's the funny thing about meditation. When you meditate, you begin to extract the thoughts that invade your mind constantly, because there's a thunder of thoughts that's happening in your head that you can't control. Yeah, everything becomes clear. Everything becomes clear, like a stream of water. If it's bubbly, you can't see through. But if the water becomes calm and it's quiet, you can see what's happening through the water. So the mind is of the same nature as water. Because if it's rumbling, you can't see what's within. But if it's quiet, you can see everything. So that's why meditation is very important. That's why, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah, just fun fact, you know, water is a resource that represents emotions in astrological terms. Yeah, but we'll talk on that, you know, another time.
And
I don't know.
Sunday, though, it's the sun. You put that out.
Yeah, Sunday.
Sunday, astrologically speaking, is the sun.
The sun, who you are, everything. That's astrology. Astrology, you know, astrology, you know. Yeah.
So are we gonna have a day whereby
you got something written there, and you know you've got interesting stuff all the time, right?
Yeah. Okay. I did have something, but then this is something when I wrote back then. So okay. How essentially do you think unity is, as opposed to health assistance in programmed cultures? Okay, we can talk about health. Health is important. First of all, health. Let's talk about health, man, because health is very important. People need to stay healthy. People don't need to eat too much. You can eat, but you don't need to eat too much. You gotta work out. Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, I've heard a funny thing saying that people that eat meat are people that eat people because they cannibals. I eat meat, right? I don't eat it too much. You understand? So I don't want to be eating people. You understand? So you can like grab some fruits. Make sure that you grab some fruits, man, or anything. Like work out. You know what I'm saying? Work out. You wanna add anything on health?
Yeah, health is wealth. Yeah, health is wealth, because if you feel good, then you can do good, you know. And it starts small. Like I, for one, am a person that eats a lot. I believe I have a bad eating habit, but I also have a good healthy habit of exercising each and every day. I stay consistent. I eat healthy foods. You know, even though I eat a lot, I eat unhealthy and I eat healthy. So I'll say I'm well balanced. I'm not saying don't eat junk. Make time for fun. Make time for unhealthy stuff. But stay consistent on the healthy stuff. Every day I take vitamin C's. You know, I take vitamin C's. I drink a lot of water. I exercise, and I do this every day. So I'd like to just encourage everyone to stay consistent on staying healthy, because a good body, a good mind is a good life.
Good body, yeah, I agree. Good body, good mind. When your body is healthy, your mind is going to be healthy. You gotta rest as well. He's talking the truth, amen. If you don't rest, man, there's times whereby I slept like 2 hours. I felt crazy because I was all over the place and stuff. You gotta rest, man, because your mind begins to work in hallucinate. You start seeing things. You start getting tired. You start involuntarily doing things. So it is important for people to exercise. It's important for people to watch what they eat because even meat, man, you can just turn it down a little bit because meat can be dangerous. Because meat, basically, what meat does, it can create like certain cells to you. Basically, what you eat eats you. Meat eats you because there's something that I've heard about. Hydrochloride. If you eat meat, it breaks down, and then when it breaks down, it eats your cells. So you have to just turn it down a little bit. Even water, man, you have to start boiling your water. Or if you don't boil your water before you drink your water, you can just put it there maybe for 5 minutes because they use chemicals to clean the water. So the water is dangerous as well because the chemicals, they're not okay. You feel me? So water, man, is either you're gonna boil your water or you're just gonna keep it a little bit before you can drink it. So health is important, man. Otherwise, we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna eat each other. We're gonna be out here attacking each other. We're gonna be savage, like Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That's there's a lot that we can tell people, and there's a lot that we can learn from people, who are like health gurus and whatever, But the key is to always stay consistent in doing good, in doing like, good habits, exercising, also like health is wealth, so don't be enslaved or be a slave to money, but make a shitload of money so that you can take care of your moms, take care of your dad, take care of your sisters and brothers, take care of your wife, your girlfriends, nephews and nieces, your whole family, your brothers, your friends. Yeah.
We need to be nice to each other, man. We need to be nice.
We need to be nice to each other and stay consistent in whatever you do. Try to stay consistent because consistency is the magic key, to anything. It doesn't matter what people say about you, even like what we're doing now, whatever people have to say, like that's what we need actually to keep putting the phone up there and recording so that
potential is growing as well.
So that a lot of people who need to hear this. A lot of people who need to judge. A lot of people who have to, to put us down. All these things.
A lot of people who want to be part of what we're doing.
Yeah, a lot of people do want to be part of it, but a lot of people obviously will be like fearful in terms of like what people society will think or say. We're here to tell you that you can do anything you want to the kids, every kid that's out there, to the elders, the elderly people that are out there watching this. Even if they don't watch this, you can send it to them, recommend it to them. You can subscribe because we're going to stay consistent with giving, valuable advice.
If there's any of the people that want to come through, join the discussion, have like positive debates, we out here, we can have that. We'll appreciate that because we're all about positivity. He said it.
Positivity, love, and wealth. We definitely will be having a lot of discussions about creativity, health, wealth, all positive things, even the negative sides, but we will obviously try like uplift each other on the platform,
Exactly.
Thank you for tuning in. I don't know, we still have more to say or we'll say it tomorrow because
tomorrow just going to be like, I appreciate being here and then we're going to have more contents. We're also going to talk about music when time goes on because music is important for the soul, what type of music to actually tune into because some people, appreciate being here. Stay healthy, stay safe. Appreciate my brother TK is out here. Appreciate being here.
Out here in the cold, but be still strong-minded. Be strong-minded. Shout out to a brother of ours in the UFC, Dricus du Plessis. He just beat Robert Whittaker in the UFC. Proudly South African. Proudly South African. And I saw Israel Adesanya pulled up to him. He pulled up to him, and they had a debate about. Adesanya was like to Dricus du Plessis because Dricus is Afrikaans, Afrikaner. He's like, yo, this is my African brother. Don't touch me. I won't fight him, And then Dricus was like, I'm African, but I'm not your brother. That's crazy. But he still won. But that created mixed emotions because Adesanya is Nigerian, and I like his fighting style. He's super cool. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe if you like what we're doing. We're really just trying to create content that should I think should live forever.
And we're gonna be fun sometimes.
A better way, yeah, a better way of like coming together, like I always say. Yeah, obviously we'll have more fun content as we go. Stay consistent, like we also trying to stay consistent. Please don't forget to like also. Share, comment. I don't know how many times I've been saying that, but I'm still getting used to this YouTube shit. Thank you to tune. Thank you for everyone who tuned into the Raging Association show, and we are at.